welcome everyone to another episode of TwinCities FPL Podcast. I'm your host Praveen, and I have with me our regular host Dilip, and we have a special guest today. He is currently our number one ranked in our mini league, and he also came very close second for the month of October. That
Two
is
points.
from Game
2 points.
Week 2 points. Game Week 9 to 12. He was pretty close, but he's still number one, and he has a strong start for this month. So he's none other than Mr. Prasant Thapa. Welcome, Prasad, bro. You want to say something to our viewers here?
Hi everyone. This is Prasant. I'm excited as well as nervous. So, um, I'm here to share some of my experience um, with the EPL League, EPL League. So, let's get started.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Prasant. We're really happy to have you in our show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks a
we are
lot.
honored, Prasad, bro. So welcome. Uh, yeah, so let's start with our regular format here. We'll start by reviewing our group team. Um, Let me share our score for this week. And Dilip,
Oh,
do you
uh,
wanna,
sure. I mean,
yeah,
our
talk about
regular
our team? Yep.
Twin Cities podcast team. We did pretty good. I mean, look at that point, man.
Oh,
81
yeah.
points.
No, this is. Sorry,
Oh,
we
oh
That
yeah.
we
that
That
was
was the
you.
wrong
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
I mean, it's still pretty good. Okay, 54
yeah. 54 is
average
still
minus
good.
4 points. So I will count like average points.
Hmm.
We did captain Haaland. We have Mitrovic up on the front. Yeah, thank you, Praveen. Uh, I mean, it was just an average performance, but we're just happy with that. We could have like Andreas. Uh, I mean, he's in the bench, so we lost like 10
Yeah,
points from the bench, and
yeah,
nobody was expecting clean sheet from Williams, right? So he's in
yeah.
our third bench. So
Hmm.
I think they played against. Is it against Liverpool? Uh,
Yes, and they won, so that was
yeah,
very
yep.
surprising. Yeah, yeah.
So
And I remember we debated between Trossard and Mount who to keep. I think we made a good choice keeping Trossard.
yep, he
Um,
scored.
Even if they were playing against Manchester City, they managed to score one goal, which was nice. But other than that, yeah, there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing more to talk about. But
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, next up is our manager of the week, and that is none other than Prasant. So he's right here. I'll be talking about the team. He was also there was a close second with 80 points, but he managed
oh
to be the
man.
manager of the week. And then you
He's
can see great picks like a lot of manager bench Andreas, and whoever had Almiron might have bench like me. So they
mm-hmm.
missed out on a lot of points, but Prasant was brave enough to play Andreas, Almiron, and even Henderson. That was
Oh,
Nottingham Forest
Henderson. Yeah.
goalkeeper against Liverpool. So those were all very brave choices, and it paid off. And other than that, he also has Kane. We'll be talking more about your strategy, but look at this. He already has Salah, Kane, and Haaland. That's like three premium players,
Yeah,
and also
premium.
have
Yeah.
these differential players. So overall, this team's already looks so impressive. Um, yeah, we'll talk more about this. But how are you feeling, Prasant, being manager of the month and number one right now?
I'm feeling excited. I'm
Okay.
nervous as well, but I'm still learning. So, I'm still in the
Okay.
learning process.
Hmm.
Um, there is still a chance for everyone to come in front. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah.
I can still lead the whole league.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Great game week. That was our manager of the week. And next, we'll talk about some players for this game week and probably for the next 3 game weeks because we have World Cup coming up. And then
Yeah.
so you'll get unlimited transfer during World Cup. So it's essentially like the end of the season. So you only have 3 games left. So you could go for some exciting choices there. You don't have to commit to the players. So uh, feel free to make some wild transfers if you want. So let's
Yeah. So
start.
yeah, we're just focusing on game week 14, 15, and 16. So yeah, right?
Yes,
Yep. Yep.
yes. We'll start with our guest today. I know you gave me a player Mitrovic. So you want to talk about him a little bit?
Um, I started keeping Mitrovic from only last week. I had,
Oh, okay.
I think I had Jesus earlier,
From
Okay.
and
Arsenal,
then
yeah, yeah.
he
Yeah.
was not consistent in the games,
Hmm.
so I replaced him with Mitrovic. I think I did a good choice. And then,
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. I
yeah,
did the opposite. I had Mitrovic from the start of the season, and then I just sold him like last week for Darwin Nunes, who didn't play. So
Yeah,
my
yeah,
transfer
and
didn't
one
go
more
well.
thing, Prasant.
Mm,
I mean, he's looking really good for game week 14, right? Home game against Everton. But
yeah,
what do you think about game week 15 and 16? Do you still want to keep him
yeah.
or sell him
I'll
or?
still keep him because he has been consistent in the past few games. So he has been
Hmm.
scoring at least one
Yep,
Yeah,
goal.
yep.
yeah,
And he's
yeah,
a penalty taker too, so
Yes.
yeah,
So I have some of the penalty takers in my team, like Kane, Salah,
yeah.
Haaland,
yeah.
Mitrovic.
That's
So
that's great
I'll keep him.
strategy. Yeah. Yeah, great pick. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was also worried about game week 15 and 16, but he manages to score some goals somehow. So I think he will be a
I mean,
great
I
player.
totally trust Prasant. Okay, he's our number one right
Yeah,
now. So
yeah,
come on,
yeah,
everyone, like you gotta listen to Prasant.
yeah.
No, I think
Okay,
you need to listen to everyone, but you have to make your own choice.
Yep, yep, that's
yeah,
So
true.
that
yeah,
is true.
that's what
That
I
I
is
do.
true.
mean, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Dilip. We have a very popular player here again, Kieran Trippier.
Oh, I
Uh,
mean,
you want to talk
I
about
kept
him?
talking
Yeah.
about him, so just focusing on player to buy if you don't have him, right? I mean, of course, if you look at the fixtures, 14, 15, 16, two home game in Aston Villa, Southampton, and Chelsea, FDR 223. I mean, right now, I mean, he's owned by almost 60.7%, so he's not going to be a differential player, but I think he's like a must have defenders um, for price range, he's pretty cheap too, 5.8. I mean, his price is going up every game week. So if you don't have him, definitely bring him. And oh yeah, we gotta focus on ICT index, right? It's one out of
He's number one.
232, so
Yeah.
he's a must-have. So if you don't have him, definitely buy him this week.
Yeah. Great pick again. Yeah, I had a question for you. I have Cancelo, Alexander Arnold, Trippier, and then Ben White. Which three would you play from that? I was thinking,
Hmm.
should I
I
bench
mean,
Trippier or
Trippier is
bench
playing
Ben
against
White?
Aston Villa for sure, right? I mean,
But
Trippier is gonna be
Arsenal's
fit.
playing against Nottingham
Uh,
Forest, so
Nottingham Forest playing pretty good
are
too
playing good, right?
defensively.
So, mhm.
Uh, so it's a tough pick. If you wanna pick only three, so Tripper for sure. I think I might bench Ben White. Yeah.
Ben White.
So yep,
So,
TAA, Trippier and Cancelo for sure. So
yeah.
if you're gonna play only three players, so I will bench because Arsenal player seems a little bit tired.
Hmm.
I mean tired
Yep.
legs, so he might not start, or even though he start, he might get substituted before 60 minutes.
Hmm.
So I mean that's my that's what I think, but I might be wrong. So
Yeah. Prasad, do you agree with that? I
Yeah,
think
I agree.
Ben White.
Uh, I don't have Ben White, but
Okay.
I'll definitely go with Cancelo.
Mhm.
And I think he and Haaland is the only one player from Man City who will be playing every
Yep.
week unless they are
True.
injured. So I don't
Yeah.
really trust other players.
yeah,
So
Yeah. We'll
I
talk
think we'll
about
talk about the Haaland later
Haaland
though.
later on too. Great point. Yeah. We'll talk about later. Next up is my pick. I picked Darwin Nunes
Great
because I
pick.
have him in my team also, and he's priced 8.8 million, which is not very cheap. But I feel like for the next three game week, Liverpool have pretty decent lineup, and if he is fit, like he was out last week, but if he's fit for next 3 weeks, I feel like he'll have some returns. He also scored in
Yep, yep,
midweek
yep.
game,
Hmm.
and so with Salah and Nunes playing together, I think they will have more returns for next 3 weeks. And if Haaland is not playing, he might be also a good replay. Or you won't sell Haaland, but if you're looking for like a vice captain, he might be a
Mhm.
good pick too. And he's only owned by 6.7%.
Oh,
So
great, yeah, great defender.
it
Yeah,
will be a great differential. So
yeah.
that's my pick. He's 13 out of 71, but that is depending on his like what he's been playing till now. But I feel like he has a great potential in upcoming games.
Yep. Great
Yeah.
pick, Praveen. That's a yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next, again, Prasant, back to you. You picked another Newcastle player,
Mhm.
Almiron. You want to talk about him?
Yeah, I think he has been consistent in past few games, so that's why I I have been keeping him. So I'll still keep him this week.
Yeah.
So
Great
Yeah, I
fixtures
mean
too. Yeah.
that's a good pick again. I think he scored more than Salah, so
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, yeah,
and
it's
then
looking really great. Yeah.
I have been playing risky games, so I like to uh, test some players
Yeah.
which other
Yeah.
teams doesn't have. So I like to
Mhm.
pick some of the players, and Elmiron is one
Okay,
of them.
we
Yeah.
know strategy now. So everybody, you gotta take a
Yeah.
risk.
And
Yes,
it's been
especially
working,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
especially if you are like at the bottom of the league or in between, you
Yep.
have to take a risk. Otherwise, you won't
Yeah.
go anywhere because
Yeah.
Yeah,
everybody
that's
will
true.
play Haaland, Salah, those
Yeah.
popular players. So if you want to really have get the new results, then you have to take some risk.
Yeah.
hmm
So Prasad, now you are in number one. So are you saying, are you gonna play safe from now on? Cause
Um, I don't know. I think I'll still play some risky games right now
Mhm.
because it's a long way to go. So
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
it's
only
only
only one thing you can do from the
yeah,
top, right? You can really go above that, so
yeah.
you can go down from there. So
Mhm.
I think it's good to. I mean, whatever you do, I mean, you have been doing really good. So I mean, good luck with. Hopefully, you can keep that position for until the game week
yeah. But I'm
38.
still
So
learning, so I do not know every details of the fantasy league game. So I'm still learning. So
Yeah, we are learning from you, Prasad. Yeah, so don't worry. Next up is Dilip's pick, Mohamed Salah.
yeah,
Why Salah? He has
I
not been
mean,
performing.
that's the thing though, right? I mean, I picked Salah for starting game week 14. Again, I mean, probably you already talk about the Liverpool fixture, so I'm not gonna repeat
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
I mean, Salah is not performing well, but I personally think he's gonna score at least couple of goals against Leeds. I think he's gonna be back to form. And Haaland, I think Haaland is kind of like we can talk about Haaland later. So definitely I pick him because I think a lot of people are selling him. So kind of like when a lot of people are selling him, it's kind of time to buy him and just
Yeah.
captain him or just pick him. So I personally think Salah's gonna be like a good pick for game week 14.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, and he also scored in the midweek, and he
Yep, he
also
did.
had an assist. So if he continues in that form, it's really good. One question for you though, like if someone was thinking between Salah and KDB, say like they are similar price range, right? Who do you go with? You would still go with Salah?
I'll go with KDB for sure. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know what do you think, Prasad, but KDB is like Man City's fixtures looking really good, right? So I'm picking Salah, but between Salah and KDB, I'm gonna pick KDB. Prasad, what do you think?
I have been keeping Mohamed Salah from the very beginning, so I'll
Oh,
still keep
okay.
him. Um,
Okay.
although
Nice.
he has been inconsistent.
Hmm.
Um, he's a penalty taker, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Yeah,
he'll get at least one penalty.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
against
true.
Leeds.
and
I do.
against Leeds, and then um, I really don't like to keep Man City players because you never know who
Rotation.
they are
Yeah.
going to start. So
Yep. Yep.
Yes,
um,
that's
that's
true.
why I just kept Haaland and Cancelo. So
Great points.
yeah,
Next is again my pick. This is a little unique pick again. A great
Differential, man. Way
differential.
more differential. I got this
Yes, only
0.5%,
half a
Praveen.
percent. Yeah, he's a little expensive considering like he hasn't scored many points through the season. But remember, he was injured and didn't play most of the season.
Mhm.
He is only starting to play full games now for a couple games, and then he scored a goal last week. I feel like he will be that like differential pick if you're looking to take some risk and uh, think of getting some more points, he might be a great pick. And look at the fixtures. Fulham, not really good in defense.
Yep.
Leicester and
Leicester.
Bournemouth, all not great in defense. And you can all like at World Cup time, you can again reshuffle your team. So he might be a great differential pick for 3 weeks. I don't know if I can afford him. I'll wait
Yeah.
and look for Nunez
And
performance and then think about him. But
yeah.
if you are thinking of someone, he might be it. And
Okay.
with
One more thing.
Solanke,
One more
yep,
thing, Praveen.
yep,
I know you talk about the Calvert Lewin, right? 7.9. A lot of people have like a Haaland, Mitrovic, and Tony,
yes,
right?
yeah.
So if you want to bring Calvert Lewin, so who do you sell out of three? Haaland,
That's
Mitrovic, and Tony.
That's a very difficult question. I feel like those all three are very great. So if you already have those three, I think I will stay with them for 3 weeks. But if you have like someone like Solanke or some other like forwards that are not performing very well, or even Jesus, I don't know. He has great fixtures, but yeah, it's pretty tough. So if you just think regularly, there's no place for him. But
Mm-hmm.
those are the risks you want to take. Like I will probably sell Tony for him,
Okay.
and
All
then
right. We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see
that
what
that's a
happens.
bold move. But yeah, cool. Prasad, do you think if that was your choice, would you sell someone, Mitro, Tony, and Holland, or you
Uh, I
keep?
I'll keep them. I won't sell any of them.
Yeah,
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 yeah, definitely, man. Everyone
yeah,
has like Tony, Mitrovic, and Haaland,
yeah.
but Haaland is injured, right? So would you say Haaland?
Like
Um,
if go ahead.
yeah, I'm not going to sell Haaland because I might keep him in the bench, or
Mhm.
I might start him as well. Uh, we never know if Man City is going to start him or not. But I'm
Yeah,
thinking they won't start him because they are not playing against a strong team, right? So
yeah, yeah,
they
Mm-hmm.
don't need
yeah.
to start him.
Yeah, the thing
So
about Haaland is he might even come from bench and score a hat trick. We have
Yeah,
seen
I
that, right?
think
So
they're playing against Leicester City. So,
mhm.
yeah, cool. Yeah, so that concludes our players to watch. Next, we'll talk about some probabilities here. Clean sheet. Dilip, you want to talk
okay,
about
that's
this?
I think that's my that's my section. I really like talking about the
Yeah,
clean sheet again. If you want to bring, I mean, we talk about the Ben White, but if you look at the Arsenal has like
yes,
53%.
yeah,
So, Arsenal 53%, Man City 44%, Spurs 38, Liverpool 38. So all top six teams
hmm,
looking really good this week. I mean, Newcastle is 37% too. But we talk about the Trippier, right? So,
yeah,
he might get like an attacking return too. So,
hmm,
um, yeah, I mean, it's your call. I mean, if you want to bring, I
yeah,
mean, if you're focusing on defenders, just definitely look at this number over here.
hmm,
Yeah, others, I mean, if you want to sell Leeds, Nottingham Forest, Leicester's, it's not looking good.
yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, so you might want to consider some of the Tottenham defenders too. Like
Mhm.
people might have been thinking of some cheap defenders. There are some like Dyer or Doherty or
Yeah,
those
yeah.
kind
I
of
mean,
defenders who
the,
can also get involved in some attacking. So this is the reason I'm confused between because I've been listening to other places and reading something and feels like Arsenal should be getting a clean sheet. You never know, but and Ben White is
mm,
also gets some attacking
yeah, yeah.
returns. Like
And
he
it's
had
pretty
an
cheap
assist
too.
last
Yeah.
week and bonus points.
Mm,
So I'm really confused. So I have some time now. If Haaland doesn't play, that might be a good place for both of them. Okay. Next up is anytime scorer, and who else could it be? Haaland and then Salah. So both great picks. I think all of us. I don't have Salah, but both of you have Salah and Haaland.
mhm.
So feels like this week's is gonna be high scoring game if this data holds. And then other than that, Jesus. We didn't. Jesus is not very consistent, but he still had some good fixtures and some chance to score. And Kane, Prasant has Kane, and I have Darwin, so they're all up
Yeah.
there. And you can
Yep.
see Alvarez came up too. I think it's because Haaland might miss the game, so Alvarez is up top there. So some differential picks there too, but yeah, this is the anytime scorer.
Yeah, I think Phil Foden might get more playing time this
Oh
week.
yeah, Phil Foden. Phil Foden, yeah, I he got like 30%, but I mean,
Yeah,
it's just the percentage, right? So I mean, you gotta
yeah.
make your own call. So
And Foden also gives assists. So this is only scoring, but like Foden can get assist, and if he scores,
mhm.
it's more points than if a forward scores. So you also have to think about that. Hopefully Foden will play this time. I have Foden too.
I hope not.
Um,
He's not in my team, so
He's on my team too.
yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, and we have Dominic Calvert-Lewin,
Oh,
Lewis, see,
32%.
32%. So
Better than Foden.
yeah, yeah. Cool. Okay, that is okay. We'll wait for that. Let's talk about our team now. We scored 58 with 54 points minus 450 points, so right about average. I think our team was pretty good last week, but uh, the fixtures didn't turn out to be that great. The results didn't turn out to be
Mhm.
that great. Let's go see if we can make any transfers. We have one free transfer. We can just skip this, or if you feel like
Yeah,
there's
I mean,
something we can add.
defenders looking good. Midfielders, I think it's looking pretty good too. And the only thing is the Haaland, right? So are we gonna keep Haaland
Yeah,
or not? Yeah.
I think we should keep him, but I'm thinking like Arsenal were the most predicted to get a clean sheet. So should we think about an Arsenal defender, someone
Don't.
like Ben White,
Let's look
or
at the Brighton fixtures. Donk fixtures.
they have
Oh
Chelsea,
man.
Wolves, and Aston Villa, which is okay.
I
Chelsea
mean,
might be a tough. We might have to bench him for
yeah,
next week,
bench
but
him
other two are good.
looking good. So let's just keep him.
What about Dallo? He has
I think
good
his fixtures is
fixtures
looking good
too.
too, and
Neko, yeah, it's just 4 million, so we don't want to sell him. So, uh, I guess we don't want to sell anyone here then. Anyone
yep.
from midfield? Andreas
Martinelli
doing pretty
looking
good. Yeah,
good. Foden, we talk about him. Salah, we talk about him.
we talked
Trossard's
about
good too.
Tony. Yeah, how much
Yeah.
money do we have? Only 0.1, so we can't bring in DCL.
Nope, you wanna bring DCL?
Let's ask our guests. Like, what do you think, Prasad? Like, of
Yeah.
our team, what changes would you make?
I think you have a pretty good strikers. If
Yeah.
you have to change, I think I might change Haaland, but uh,
Yeah,
I don't think there is a need to change
yeah.
Mhm.
those players.
So should we just
Yeah.
roll over, delete?
Yeah, let's just roll over for this. So we will have
Yeah,
to, do free transfer for next game week, and we can,
yeah,
take some advantage.
Fulham and
Hopefully,
Fulham and uh, Tony is playing from Brentford, right?
Brentford. Yeah.
Brentford, and they
Yeah.
have
Look at this. Oh yeah.
two pretty good fixture, but 16th is gonna be tough. But we can sell him that week if we really want to,
Mhm.
because then we get
Mitrovic
a
too.
wild card.
Mitrovic next week is looking tough, but we can carry over our transfers.
Yeah.
Yep. So we can make two transfers
Okay.
next week.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
week Fulham and Brentford, both the teams are playing at home, so I would still
Oh
keep
yes,
those
Keep 'em,
two
yeah.
players.
yes, yes.
And one more thing,
Brentford against
Prasant.
Wolves.
We have both Mitrovic and Andreas. Do you wanna play? Do you wanna play both of them, or if you're gonna bench? What do you think?
Yeah,
Do you
let's.
bench
Yeah,
Mitrovic or Andreas?
This
yeah.
week I'm playing both of them, but if you have to bench, then I would bench Andreas.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll see.
And if Haaland doesn't play, he will come in. That's
Yep,
also good.
yep,
Yeah.
And our backline looking good. Cancelo,
yep.
Trippier,
Leicester,
Gallo.
Trippier, Trossard,
Yeah, Trossard
Chelsea.
has Chelsea.
I
So
mean, he's kind of like a fixer-proof though. So
yeah, he will
staying at
score.
home,
Yeah,
right?
they scored against City, who is like one of
Yeah, so
the
he's a
best defense. Yeah.
fixer-proof. So let's just play
Mhm.
him, and yeah, and we can talk about the captaincy. So Praveen, you can start, or if you want me to start, I'll start about that.
Yeah, Dilip, you can go. Yeah.
I mean,
Please.
I know like if you look at the Haaland,
Before you pick Dilip,
okay,
this week Haaland is a doubt, right? So let's
yep,
also pick a vice captain because that would
mhm,
be very important.
yep.
So give your both captain and vice captain.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I mean,
Okay.
you're just taking a risk again, like 75, 75% chance, and he's like limping. If you look at the videos in Twitter or
Mhm.
something like that, so he might not play like 90 minutes. He
Mhm.
might come in as a sub. So I will still captain Haaland against Leicester
Yeah.
City.
Mhm.
For the vice captain, of course, I mean, I would like to go with the Salah. So I mean, I talked about the Salah before, but captaincy Haaland, vice Salah from Liverpool. So.
Okay. Okay. Uh, for me, same thing. I would still captain Haaland, even if he comes for 30 minutes. He has that potential to score, but I feel like he'll be rested for next game week. So my vice captain pick will be Foden for this week because
Okay.
if Haaland is not there, I feel like
Mhm.
Foden might have some involvement. Salah, I still have to see like a consistency before I start captaining him. So I'm still not sold about Salah here.
Okay.
Maybe after a couple of game weeks he will start being consistent, and then I'll think about it. But right now, I feel like Foden is my vice captain. Yeah. Prasant, what are your
Okay.
picks?
Um, I'm thinking they might not play Haaland this week.
Hmm.
I think if he come, I think they might play him from maybe after halftime or last
Hmm.
Okay.
20 minutes
Second
Yeah.
half,
because
second half, or
I
okay.
think I think they will test some other players, and then if they score few goals, then they will definitely not put him. So
Okay.
Yeah.
in
Good point.
this
Good point. Yeah.
case, I'm going with Salah for captain, and
Salah for
then
captain.
I might keep Kane as vice captain. Kane or Mitrovic. I'm still
Okay.
undecided yet right now.
So
So
for this
uh,
team though, you'll choose Mitrovic then.
you don't
We
have
don't have
Salah,
But
right?
Kane.
yeah, we
We
don't
don't
have
have
Kane.
that
Okay.
So
luxury. Yeah.
Do you have Salah?
yep, we have
Yes.
Oh,
Salah.
okay.
We have
Yeah, I'll
Salah,
go with
Haaland.
Salah.
Salah is captain, and then Mitrovic is vice captain.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's what we decided, right? So kind of like a voting system. So we have two votes for Haaland, two votes
Yeah.
for Salah as a vice. So I think we're just gonna go with whatever
Haaland
we have. Yeah,
captain,
yeah.
Salah vice captain. This looks
Yeah.
good then, right?
And
So we
one more thing I would like to mention, I think Praveen already mentioned that. So everyone's talking about the Haaland, being injured. So not only vice captain, so you want to make sure you have a good first sub in your bench. So him,
yeah.
I mean, so we have like Andrea, so that's a really good sub on the bench. So
Hmm.
hopefully, he'll get some points too.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Uh, that concludes our regular segment, and we'll now talk about our manager of the month. You all might already know who our manager of the month is, but let's go look at the table, how close it was. Um, our manager of the month for month of October, that's game week 12 or 9 to 12, is Sabin Batrai. He scored 277 points. Um, and second was Prasant Thapa, only like lost it by 2 points. And you can
So
even
close.
see other teams were also so close. Even the 10th was like 17 points away. I think even my name was up there, so I think I think I did
Okay.
good last month. So I'm happy for that, even to come in the table. Um, so yeah, Savit Bhatrai, we asked him also to be our guest today. He is in a different time zone. He's in UK, right? So
He's in
he couldn't
UK.
make
So
it.
yeah.
But we're very happy to get our number one overall ranked manager here today. So Prasant, we are so happy to have you here. Now we'll
Yeah.
switch to uh, our interview. We'll do some grilling. We'll ask you some tough questions here. So yeah, Dilip, do you want to start and ask
Yeah,
a question to Prasad?
sure, Prashant. I mean, I just have a pretty easy question though. I mean, it's like, how long have you been? I know, have you been playing Twin Cities, our mini
Mm.
Twin Cities FPL, and how do you feel being number one right now? And can you maintain that?
Yeah, I think I started playing couple of years ago. I was not watching EPL games That's why I was not playing any fantasy games in the previous years. But right now, I have been watching a couple of games in a week. I don't watch every single game and highlights as well. But I love to watch a couple of games,
Okay.
like whenever Man City is playing or um, Liverpool is playing. So I don't have any favorite teams, but I just love some of the teams like City. I like their
Man
playing style.
City.
That's why I love to watch City playing.
Nice.
But still, I think I'm still learning this fantasy game, so I think there is a chance for everyone to come in front. So
Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
the points might change drastically in coming weeks.
Mm-hmm. It's still it's a long season, right? We're in game
Yeah.
week 13, so we have to go all the way to game week 38. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I
We are
mean,
not even halfway. Yeah.
yeah, not even
Yeah.
halfway. So enjoy being like number one, right? I
Yeah.
mean, do you feel like a proud? At least you're
Mm.
like out of like almost like 103, 104 people, like you're like number one and probably like a good rank. Over 10 million people.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this, but I think things just happened. So um, because this season I have been playing some risky games. So I have Kane, Haaland, I had Jesus
Yeah,
Yeah.
earlier, and then I have Salah. So I was just playing those different players which I didn't see in other teams. So
Yeah.
from now, I think I have to change my strategy a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um, I
I
might play
think I.
some safe games, and then I might
Yeah.
play some risky games depending on the uh, different game week.
okay.
Yeah,
So
I think the secret to his success is he doesn't have any favorite team, so he isn't attached to any players,
yes,
so
Yep,
he can
yep.
like independently think about players. So that's
hmm
a great benefit. I think everyone else has a favorite team, so
yeah,
yeah,
that's I think one of my feeling. Like some managers, I think they just try to
Attached, yeah.
keep their favorite players. I
yeah,
think that doesn't
like
work
me,
in
yeah, yeah,
fantasy. I think you have to keep
yeah,
those
Yeah,
players
I
who is a
yeah, I
playmaker and
mean,
can score.
Prasant, you're like
Yeah.
100% right. I always say like when you're playing fantasy, right? You gotta play from here, right? Over
Yeah.
here, not from
yeah,
here. So
yeah,
yeah, so I mean, you're right on over there.
Yeah, right
yeah,
now, if I have to pick any favorite player from EPL, then Kevin De Bruyne is my favorite player, but I still don't have
yeah,
in my team because
yeah,
Man City, they really don't play every player consistently every week.
Yeah,
So
they do
hmm,
have
we
a
never know
rotation
who's
risk.
gonna play.
Yeah,
Yeah, they try to
yep,
rotate
yep,
all the time. So
yep.
yeah,
that's why I have only Cancelo and
You
Haaland.
say Foden? Oh, Haaland and
yeah.
Cancelo.
Haaland,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And another reason why Prasant doesn't watch a lot of game is because he is a great soccer player and he plays a lot. So he doesn't have time to watch. He plays
Um,
every day. I think he
no,
practices.
He
Yeah.
loves soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
also have Argentina jersey on. You want to talk a little bit about that? Is are
Um,
they your favorite team?
Yeah, Argentina has been my favorite team for
Are,
many years.
are they gonna win the World Cup? I'm just kidding. So,
I hope so, but
Yeah.
nobody knows. So,
It's
okay.
gonna be a tough one. Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So my question is, yeah, about your strategy. Like, uh, do you spend a lot of time researching stuff about FPL, like injury and stuff? And do you wait till the last minute to make your changes, like transfer and then who to bench, or do you do that early in the week, like to avoid like
Mhm.
price changes
Mm-hmm.
and stuff? When do you do that, or what's your yeah? How much do you spend the time?
Honestly, I don't spend any time
Good
Nice,
looking
answer.
into
nice. Yeah.
looking into highlights or any
Mhm,
reading any thing about players or
mhm.
anything. So I just wait till last minute and see um,
Okay.
which players are playing from which team. So
Mhm,
I just try to put some of my favorite players watching some of the games every week.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
um, every week I try to watch a couple of games, and then if I see, oh, this player will have potential in scoring games or giving
Mhm.
assist, so I just
Yeah.
try to pick those players and then try to play risky games sometimes.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I think
That's
that's the reason why.
that's a good answer, right, Prasant? But
Yeah.
one more thing about that, because you told us like you don't really prepare for the
Mhm.
like upcoming game weeks or whatever. So do you really believe in a luck in FPL?
I think it's like gambling. I think you cannot say that this player will score like 3 goals
Yeah.
next week or in tomorrow's game. So I
So
think anybody can score or
okay.
because they are all professional players and all
Yeah.
professional teams, right?
Mhm.
Any team can win at any time. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Yeah.
gambling as well.
So
But
you do
some
believe
team
in luck
has
then? So,
yeah,
like, you mentioned
yeah,
the gambling, so you gotta have a luck to win anything,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
okay.
Because any team can win at any time. So there is no guarantee.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is only higher
Great.
chance,
Yeah.
but no
Yeah.
guarantee that this team might win.
Yeah.
So
Great answers, Prasant, and
Yep.
we loved having you here. Keep on being number one. We are rooting for you. Um, and then any lasting thoughts, Dilip and Prasant, before we, because this is the end of our show. Before we put our lasting thoughts, I'll put our game week deadline. That's
Deadline.
tomorrow at 5 a.m. Central Time. So make sure you have your changes by tonight, unless you are
waking
up
up
by
early.
5. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you wake up early and spend some time, because you might also get some injury updates about Holland. So if you probably put an alarm for 4:30 and just check the news and then make sure
I think I
by
won't do that.
yeah,
I'll
for
make a
the East
change.
Coaster it's 6 a.m. So you have some time. Yeah,
Yep.
and then also follow us on social Twitter. Okay, now yeah, if you have any parting thoughts, Dilip, you want to start, and then we'll go to our
Yeah,
special
sure.
guest.
Thanks, Prasant. Thank you so much for being in our podcast. So we're really happy. Yeah, and good luck, and hopefully you'll win at least next match of the month. So definitely use those tips. So I mean, and good luck everyone for Game Week 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. We'd like to have you again. If anytime you want to come join us,
Mhm.
you're welcome. Even if you are not the manager of the month or
Mhm.
number one, we love to have guests. So please
Yep.
let me
Yeah,
know. Yeah.
sure. But I don't have any like much experience in EPL fantasy games, so I'm still learning. So I might not be the right guest.
No,
So
so we need different all kind of people, like people who
Yeah.
don't like watch much football.
mhm.
They might get points from you. They might get some ideas from you. So we
Mhm.
welcome all kind, like anyone with all levels of experience. We are also not experts or experience. We just watch more games, I guess, because we don't have any other thing to do.
Yeah.
But
Watch the
it
game and
was
follow tutors. Yeah.
yeah. So great time, Prasad. It was so much fun. With that, good night, everyone. Have a
Yeah.
great
Good
game
night.
week.
yeah, thanks.